following program is an exclusive Disruption Networks production.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Let's face competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.
YOLO, infidels, that's right. It's Hacker Hameen.
This is Al Schneer from the band Mo.
Hey, this is Corey Glover from Living Color.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
And you're listening to EC Radio.
Live on EC Radio with the Z-Man. So take the pizza out of your fat moron mouse. Sit back and listen before I give you a $5 face slap. You'll never forget, infidels. YOLO. Only on the D.
Welcome to EC Radio Podcast. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for joining the Disruption team, and we hope that you will support all of our sponsors. And of course, we appreciate you listening to this program.
EC Radio, Disruption Networks. EC Radio, Disruption Networks.
Greetings and salutation, Earthlings. It is that time of the week for me to distort your brains and get inside your minds. I'm getting inside your mind. It's EC Radio. How are ya, people? We are live from the Todd Williams Broadcasting Studio. It is EC Radio. How you doing? Hope you enjoyed your weekend. It is me, Z. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever the hell it is to you, wherever you are in the part of the world. I want to thank everybody for coming out to Trip Fest this past Saturday over at the Jewish Community Center. What a great time. Great to see so many old friends, and want to thank all the bands that performed. Want to thank our sponsors that came out and helped us out. I want to thank everybody that volunteered. I want to thank Laney's Army. And let me tell you, man, the music was absolutely off the charts. Thunderwalk kicking ass. The 315s, unbelievable. The Crazy Fools played, and we can't forget the reunion of Taurus, which was pretty epic, if you ask me. I thought it was great, and it was good to see Tony Torres back at the helm and doing his rock and roll thing where Tony Torres belongs. If you're listening to me, Tony, you belong back on stage, pal. Get it together, pal. Let's go. I want to see you out there rocking it. It was great. It was unbelievable. You guys kicked ass. So lots of fun over at Trip Fest, and coming up in a couple weeks, too, we're doing another event over at Wakely's, my old stomping grounds, the old EC, if you will. We are doing a comedy benefit called Thank You for Your Service, You're Welcome. It's a comedy fundraiser for the CNY Veterans Outreach Center, which is going to be happening on Saturday, November 10th, 2 days before Veterans Day. So put that on your calendars. We'll be talking a lot about it coming up in weeks to come. That's for damn sure. So, yeah. Joining me today, he's got me drinking already. You got me drinking, bro. I feel like every time we get together, we're like toxic for each other. Josh Reale, Cayo Industrial Horror Realm in the house with us. Josh, good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Like every time I see you, I think I want a car bomb.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes. And he's like, let's start drinking. I'm like, all right, I'll drink it.
This is pre-recorded at 7 in the morning, right?
Right. How's Cayo going, man? I miss you, man. It's been a while. I know this is your busy season right now, so we don't get time to hang out, but how's it going so far?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's 16th year going on now, so.
It's amazing. 16 years. Went by like that.
Yeah.
Now, was that the Herkimer Jail was your first one?
It started in Little Falls in an old warehouse, pretty much the same kind of building.
Really?
Yeah.
Like an old factory type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No windows, stuff like that. Looks abandoned.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of like your building now.
Yep.
It's super abandoned.
Perfect.
When you got water towers on 3 legs. Still have the helicopter back there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not flying anymore, but.
So 16 years, you started in Little Falls. When was the jail at Herkimer County? When did that go down?
It was a historic jail in Herkimer. We did that for a number of years, and that was an awesome time.
It was.
There, yeah. That's pretty much where it started, like really evolving to what it is now, and then we just moved it to Utica to have a bigger venue, and we're in like I think like 30 or 35,000 square feet now.
Wow.
So.
35,000 square feet.
Yeah.
When did you move to Utica?
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
And they're located at 811 Broad Street. If you haven't heard of it, I think you live under a freaking rock because he's been doing it for 16 years. What did you outgrow the jail? Is that what happened? Or just this opportunity presented itself to move to Utica?
If we put the size of the event in Herkimer, that we brought it to Utica, it would probably fit in like a little square of what we have now in Utica and Broad Street.
Yeah. But the jail was sick, though.
Yeah,
it had the cells and everything going on in there. And
yeah.
That was nuts. But, you know, over on Broad Street is a great spot for you, too. I mean, just that whole industrial feel to it. And
yeah.
We're going to find you another building. I feel like you should build your own. Imagine if you could build your own building and make your own the way you want it to your specs.
Yeah. That's our plan is to grow into or not grow, but I should say move into another venue that's our building. So that's kind of like what we're aiming at right now.
Yeah.
So.
Do you get behind the scenes? You acting too?
Yeah, I used to act like pretty much the entire season straight through, but it just got so big where I had to be in the front lines.
Yeah.
Taking care of everything, make sure everything's flowing good. So.
Is that what you do now? Just oversee everything?
But acting is definitely awesome because you don't worry about anything but where you are at that moment, and you get to tap into your alter egos and stuff like that. You know, become someone else.
And how many alter egos do you have?
6.
6? Would that be something like you would maybe tip a few back and then just go like harass people like Cayo sometimes?
I don't know. The only time I seems to drink is when you're around.
Yeah, we did have some good times back in the day. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We had some great times. I feel like, though, that would be something that would be acceptable, though, to have a couple pops before you go and harass people, providing you don't put your hands on people.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what are a couple of rules for your actors that you have?
Actually, we tell all the actors they can't drink or anything before.
I already broke rule 1.
Yeah, I know, right?
So no drinking beforehand, and you can't touch people.
Yeah. We don't allow any of that.
Yeah. Yeah, how many people do you get like freaked out, like can't take it, have to turn around and go back? Does that happen?
Yeah,
nightly?
It's funny you walk around Cayo and all the attractions, like people are like, don't step there, someone peed there. It's good times.
Do you get pukers?
Can we swear on here?
Yeah, I prefer.
No shitters?
Yeah. You had some shitters before?
Yeah.
Have you really?
Christ. Yeah. Yeah, someone's like, oh, someone shit their pants. That's why it stinks over here.
Oh, my God. Like, see, when you, that is great. When you go to Cayo Industrial, there's a slight possibility that you might shit your pants.
That's pretty intense.
Does that happen often, or is it a couple times?
Just a couple times. More peers and poopers.
Ed Senselmeyer's saying Josh could put his hands on me anytime. Of course.
Did we go on air yet?
We've been here.
Wait, what?
Huh? Oh, that's hilarious. So you've had some pissers and you've had some shitters. And is there times where people are standing in line and they just have to turn around? They can't take it. Too much stress, too much trauma.
Yeah, the the waiting room in Arcana, yeah, we try to get them ramped up before they actually go into the attractions. So,
if it was a beginner coming into Cayo Industrial for the very first time, which one would you send them? Is there like a intermediate level and then the high intensity level? No, as far as like they're coming in as a patron.
Oh, okay. You mean if they like someone's never been there before?
Yeah, it's a beginner. You know, they're a little sketched about coming in.
Yeah.
But so you want to throw, because you do have 4 attractions over there. Yep. Would there be one that you would send a beginner into first before you send it to another
we always
one?
get people, which one's the scariest? Which one's the scariest? But we always say, like, they're all different in their own way. They're all different themes. So, and we're not like the normal haunted house. You know, we make sure everything's like its own style of, what do I want to say? It's not like Jason or Freddy or
Michael Myers coming at you,
aliens or clowns or any of that. It's I always invented my own theme when I was like in my teens, and then when Cayo came about, I just kind of took all those ideas and made Cayo out of it. So it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of, and I take things based on reality and I put it into Cayo. So when people walk out, you know, it's more of a thought-provoking event than anything, you know what I mean? So people don't care about getting scared. There's like a lot of imagery and stuff like that inside that people can relate to, and stuff like today, and like BioWar I added and so
you got a bunch of dreamers over there just sitting over there waiting to get deported. Yeah. Did you have drawings from like back in the day?
My drawings are pretty bad.
Are they? I didn't know, because you said you were working on this since you were 16. I didn't know if like maybe you sketched some stuff out or.
Yeah, I made a role-playing game with one of my friends, and we played it since we were like in 5th grade, I think, all the way till almost seniors in high school. And I just made it up and drew all these maps and stuff like that. And there was one character in there called Mentat, and he was from another dimension, and he came into our world to hide out, because in his dimension he was in, he was getting attacked, and like he couldn't survive where he was, so he came to Earth to kind of rebuild himself. And our 2 characters that we had met up with Mentat, and we were like kind of Beavis and Butthead kind of characters. So he made us into these like superhuman kind of characters. Like he started doing like like when I want to say engineered our bodies. Like he gave us eye implants so we could see like, like a mile away, like our eyes would zoom, and he'd re-engineer our legs so our legs were like, we could run like, 50 miles an hour or something like that. So that ended up turning us into these cyber humans kind of thing. And he would send us back to the dimension to kind of like do his dirty work for him. But that character ended up I got thinking about that character more, and when I was coming up with the Cayo ideas in 2003, I took that character and thought of like an underworld bunker kind of thing. Like if there's like a Terminator-esque kind of war going on, where the world's getting destroyed and bombs and machines are taking over the world, and the soldiers like would hide under the ground, and just people would hide under the ground just to avoid it all. And one of the bunkers so happens to be the surgeon's lair, where he captures these people once they think they're trying to be in a safe haven, and he does all his experimentation on them, and it turns into like a Beautiful Mind, the movie Beautiful Mind, where the guy thinks he's doing this elaborate thing, but really all he's doing is maiming and torturing and stuff like that. So,
have you ever thought about putting this all on film before?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I thought about making a Cayo movie. I mean, we did do Necropath, but that's nothing Cayo related.
Right.
We just shot it at Cayo. So
I feel now's the time, brother.
Yeah.
16 years. I mean, you've got a lot of content.
Yeah.
To
I know, right?
Go through. You do.
Yeah.
I could see it being really involved, and since you got the space too, might as well use it up and film some stuff.
I know, right?
You got the ideas. You definitely got the ideas. Did you take hallucinogens when you were a kid?
No, actually,
not at all. No drugs at all.
I actually pride myself on that I wasn't ever like some crazy. Didn't do, I mean, obviously everybody smoked weed at some point in their life, but I never really did it like all the time, like back in the day, and I never did anything crazy. So
no drugs whatsoever. Yeah, just alcohol.
I always felt like drugs wouldn't, because I always felt my imagination was like really expansive, and it's all I lived by every day. I always felt like if I did crazy drugs or anything, it would kind of ruin it or like deteriorate those part of the brain. So I was always scared to do stuff like that. So
imagine if you did take psychedelics, where you would go, like mentally.
But yeah, I'm straight edge. I don't drink or anything
No.
like that anymore.
Josh Reale joining us from Cayo Industrial Horror Realm. You can check them out, 811 Broad Street. Now there's 4 attractions, but then coming up in November, you're going to be doing an escape room.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
All right. Explain an escape room for somebody who's stupid like me.
So the escape rooms are coming along pretty much everywhere in the world now, and so it's pretty much a room that people go in and you have to figure out puzzles and stuff like that to get out. But most of them are kind of like one room that there's puzzles in, and I wanted to take it a step further and make it like taking a whole attraction to Cayo and make it like kind of an escape room. So we take it a step further. We have like actors, and it's more of a scary kind of version of a escape room, and it's thought provoking. There's sounds, images, actors, all that stuff that kind of takes people into another level of an escape room. So they're just figuring out the puzzles. The puzzles aren't like too intense. Like people are figuring out riddles and all that hokey stuff.
It's not like an episode of Scooby-Doo or anything, right?
Yeah. It's the puzzles aren't too intense, but they're enough where people can get through it and it's still fun. So, and it's based on insanity asylums, stuff like that. So, have
you done any trial runs for the escape room yet?
You can actually see 2 of the rooms right now at Cayo. We're open again this weekend. There's two of the attraction, or what do I want to say? There's 2 rooms of the 8 rooms going on right now that people can see. So,
and then come November, all 8 are open.
Yeah, November. You can actually sign up for it online right now for the November event. You have to go to the cayoindustrial.com, and there's a link that says Atrophy a Skateboard, and that's how you can sign up for the November event. So
I love these names that you have for all your attractions too.
There's a passcode on the Atrophy event. It's Cayo, just to give everybody the heads up. It's in all capital letters, CAYO in all capital letters.
Simple and easy.
Yeah.
How long would the one escape room, how long would that take to go through?
The escape room takes about maybe 15, 20 minutes to go through.
Oh, cool.
So
that's something you want to bring a whole group of people with and come and hang out and, have a good time and scare the shit out of yourself a little bit and then figure out some riddles or whatever, right?
Right, yeah. The Atrophy a Skateboard is kind of a division of the Arcana Asylum attraction that's going on right now. So
now explain Arcana Asylum. You've had this for a couple years now.
Yeah. Yep. Back to that surgeon character I was talking about.
Is that Mantat?
Mentat, yeah.
Mentat.
Yeah, I changed the name to Surgeon.
Surgeon?
Yeah. I don't know why. But.
Is he like your Eddie, like from Iron Maiden?
Yeah, I know.
He's like your mascot.
Yeah.
So the surgeon, what does he do?
Kind of based on that character again. I thought that like inside the building, that like later in the future when the building was exposed, like they broke down walls and found this whole layer, this whole asylum kind of place that where people were locked up and this and that. And when they raided the place, they found documents of from different asylums across the world. So he pretty much grabbed different things from these asylums and put it into his own thing for his own research. And I think the backstory is that the governments, when they seized all that information, they kind of learned to use that, what he created, to kind of mass brainwash people today, like through media and this and that. So
where do you come up with this shit, dude? But I like how you twist today's current events into what you got going on at Cayo, though. I mean, it's important.
Like how people say like the media and everything controls people and, to think certain ways and buy certain products and stuff like that. So I thought it was cool that tying that into Cayo somehow, the reality of it, like they seized like what he was doing, like the technology he developed. They took all that and kind of used that for underground, for like the Illuminati or the governments to use that into media to now control people on a mass scale. So
kind of like what they're doing now.
Yeah.
They've managed to say your webpage background is amazing on the escape room page. Do you do your website? Are you the one that does it? Or do you have someone do it for
remember how we had Bio play at the EC?
Yeah.
Oh, obviously.
Of course, it was a great night.
Yeah.
You set the fire alarms off all night.
Yep. I know, right?
They wouldn't stop.
The one of the guys from Bio does my website.
Oh, cool.
And it's great because we're all along the same nerve. You know, like his style of creativity like meshes up with mine perfectly. And if you check out the cayoindustrial.com site, it's all I just pretty much send him like artwork and stuff like that, and my like how I want it to flow, and he does all the background. He comes up with all the designs and stuff like that for the website. So. Or like the videos and the Atrophy a skateboard link. Yeah, if you click on that, it's a work of art. It's all him. So
nice. Who did this commercial for you?
I did.
You did it.
Yeah, we did the commercial.
I'll play it actually. I'll play it right here. Are they gonna switch up? Hang on. I gotta. This thing just froze on me. Of course it did. Technical difficulties on a Monday. Yeah. Go figure, huh? Let's see.
Yeah, our friend Jeff.
There it is. I got it. Look at this. I can figure it out. See, I'm smart. Hang on 1 second. There we go. Let's play for everybody here. You produce that?
Yeah.
Great job.
Nice. My friend Jeff, he did all the, he was the camera guy, and he did all the work for Necropath too. And Necropath is the film that we shot at Cayo and sent it to a bunch of film festivals. And right now we're just looking for investors to, get it reproduced on a bigger scale. So.
Is that somewhere you put it out locally? Did you
we sent it to a bunch of film festivals. It got into one in Atlanta, Philly. Man, I can't even remember.
Yeah, I felt like you were gone for a while though. You were traveling around a little bit. You were out on L.A. working on a set at one time, right? And
that was in Philly too.
Oh, that was Philly.
Yeah, there was a shoot in L.A. and Philly, and I was on the Philly side. Mm-hmm. So it was for Death House, a movie Death House.
Are you going to do more of that after KO is done?
Well, I'd love to. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely an awesome time. So, yeah, there's a movie Death House.
What do you take from Death House and put into KO?
I had to build a bunch of all the sets for Death House, and I made a big cryogenic chamber. There's Debbie Rochon. She's in a lot of trauma movies, and I remember seeing her in Romeo and Juliet. She and I was like, man, who's that girl? And it's crazy, like thinking like 10 years later, she's like in one of the sets I made. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
You've worked with a few of your people that you grew up to love, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. Gunnar Hansen, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy, wrote the script for it. So,
who was the other one? Kane.
Yeah, and I remember seeing a commercial about it. Like someone posted online, like, "Man, this looks great" or whatever. And a month later, I get an email from the director saying that he needed a set designer and he wanted me to work on it. He seen me at a Scaricon convention, and because we were advertising KO there, so.
You do a lot of those conventions?
Mainly just the Scaricon one.
Just the one in Syracuse?
Yeah.
You thought about going to other ones too?
If we find out about them, but we never really think of other ones to go to. So
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And do you feel that that's a lucrative setting up at ScareCon? Well, obviously, if you're getting set design offers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, we should do. We used to do stuff just for fun, whether we think it was worth it or not.
Right.
It's just fun setting up a booth up at the casino and meeting people, having fun.
There's a lot to look at.
Pretty much why we do all this.
Yeah, a lot to look at. It's a freak show, right?
Yeah.
You get to meet some cool people, I bet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
What do you do? Do you set up a little bit of a KO there? Or, I mean, how do you do it at ScareCon? It's probably just a table and a booth and you're passing out flyers, or?
I wanted to take it a step further, not just to have like a table and hand out flyers and stuff, but we have a whole exhibit.
Oh,
we
cool.
kind of downsized a little bit because it's during our runtime in October for going on right now for KO. So we had to make it a little smaller, but you can actually see an exhibit at Destiny USA right now. We have a mini exhibit right now. So if you're ever at the Destiny USA Mall, we have you can get flyers and all that stuff from the booth. So
very cool.
We have it's a cryogenic chamber. Makes a lot of noise and.
You feel like people from Syracuse and like Albany, do they come to town to come visit you? Do you find out where people are coming from? Or?
Yeah. It's usually Utica, Syracuse area.
Utica, Syracuse.
Like on the Google page, it shows like all over all over New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then K-Rock recently did like a little trip. How'd that go for you? Pretty good?
Yeah.
They do like a bus tour of all the different horror realms.
Yep.
Which is a great idea because there's a few of them. There's one in Syracuse, and where was the other one? There was like 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Did you hop on that bus too or no?
No, I stuck at KO.
Too busy, right?
Ball and chain.
Well, no, I think that's a good idea. You go around almost like a wine tour.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a horror realm tour. Go for the weekend and scare the shit out of yourself a little bit. But man, 16 years, it's still blowing my mind that you've been doing this for so long. How old were you when you first opened up?
22.
22?
Yep.
Wow. Still doing it.
Yeah.
This is something you want to do for the rest of your life, right?
I want to get more into like filmmaking, and I have this restaurant idea that I've been always fantasizing about, but not really fantasizing. I've been, I made plans for it, and I went to California to meet with companies and stuff like that for it because I want to make that happen, and that's the long-term goal.
Yeah.
But KO, I want to keep it going and make films and stuff. Films is probably one of the main things too.
Yeah.
So.
Film right there at KO, or take it out of town or out of state or something.
Probably out of town, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, this is great. This is great because I always feel like you're so busy come October, and you spread yourself out doing ScareCon, you're doing KO, you're there pretty much all month. You pretty much got a cot back there, right? You sleep there.
I used to. I slept on a pallet, the pallet jack they lift the pallets up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were lifting.
You still got the bar in there too, right? Haggard's Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent so many nights in that place.
We did. I remember that.
Yeah, I missed the party. We had some good parties though back in the day.
Yeah.
I was thinking that this morning. I was thinking about the time that we filmed that Hank and Cupcake video at your house.
Oh yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that night is I think you came up. You were there that night when we did that witch burning.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What we found this metal cross thing. It was weird. It's shaped just like a cross, but it was a big one. You could hang someone from it, and we were like, yeah, let's just throw it in the fire because we had a big bonfire pit up at the house that we were at, and we stuck it in the ground, and we're like, yeah, we'll have everybody come up, and I took one of my props that I didn't want anymore, strung it up there, and everybody came up, and we did this whole, just messed around and lit it up, and the whole thing.
That wasn't the same night as Hank and Cupcake, though, was it?
It was either that night,
or maybe you did another one that night too.
Yeah, we might have been.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a couple of them.
It's weird after we put that rod in the ground. The house was went ape shit after that. Yeah, it went crazy. So
that was a fun house.
Yeah,
that was a lot.
I was questioning believing in ghosts and demons and all that until that night. The house just went insane. Yeah. So
wild ones. You had a whole haunted house in your basement.
Yeah.
Like your basement, I used to hang out in your basement for hours and see new shit every time I'd go down there.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, there's a new finger. There's a new like demon skull hanging out of that wall right there. Now, you had a lot going on. What do you do with all that stuff? Do you still have all that stuff?
Yeah, that was a lot of Bill stuff.
Does that carry over to your house that you live at now?
No. I actually have some cool stuff in my place. There's stuff that I don't want to bring down to Cayo that I don't want to get ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have another basement set up that's all freaked out and stuff? Or?
No.
Not like the olden days?
No. Nope. Everything's at Cayo now, so.
Everything?
Yep.
Huh. I know that hot tub's seen a lot of action. We did have some fun, man. KOindustrial.com, right? Is that your website that they can find you at? And you're pretty much open all month. You're open, what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yep, we're open this weekend, 811 Broad Street, right in Utica, 6:30 to 10:30. You don't have to make reservations. You can just come down.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks you have to make reservations to come down for some reason.
No, but it's smart to get there early.
Yeah.
Get there as early as possible because you do fill up.
Yeah.
It does get to be a pretty big
intense.
crowd. Sometimes there could be like an hour wait.
Yeah. Like the lines went from like one of the doors all the way down to the sign. Yeah, it was all the way down the front of the building on Saturday. So
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You put like food carts out there at all?
Yeah, come fry with me.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you know him, Ronnie.
I don't. I've seen the truck, but
yeah, he's awesome. Makes great pulled pork sandwiches and
nice.
He has a lot of stuff.
Does he?
Loaded fries. Yeah, it's really good food.
What about being open on Halloween?
Yep. Well,
is that lucrative for you?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
And then like maybe some people make it a tradition to come on a actual Halloween to come see.
Yeah, on Halloween night. Yeah. Yeah, we're open Halloween, and then we're open the November 3rd. It's the like finale date. We just kind of did an extra day after. So.
Oh, cool. And then the escape room opens.
Yeah.
And you're gonna do the escape room pretty much all throughout November.
Yep. And so October you pretty much can come down at whenever you want. In November you have to sign up for it though, which is online.
For all your attractions, how many actors do you usually go through on a night?
There's usually 10 to 15 per event.
Wow.
So, yeah,
that's a lot.
It's pretty insane in there.
Oh, you get them from drama classes? No.
Our best actors that we had at Cayo are people that just never been to a haunted house, and they're they feel scared to be in there. They're our best actors. But people that are I worked at, I was from drama club and I acted at this theater set and blah, blah, blah. I do acting. They're usually the more harder ones to train.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know why that is, but.
Before you open up, before the season starts, do you do a walkthrough with all the actors, do a dress rehearsal?
We try to, but we get really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just kind of go with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of veteran actors in there that have been there for years, and we have them train other people too. So
oh, cool.
It takes the weight off me a little bit.
Cool. It's got to be exciting for them too, the people that have been there for years.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of.
We have people quit their jobs just to work at Cayo. It's
really?
Crazy. I'm oh my God, you quit your job. You worked at this job and you're quitting. Yeah, I can't miss Cayo, man. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's awesome though, because they're great people. We have a great crew down there. A lot of dedicated people. So. Yeah,
it probably looks good on a resume too if they're looking to get into the acting type of thing.
Yeah, we have a lot of actors too, and it's I don't really know what to say to them when they say it to me, but they're they say Cayo makes them feel like they have a place. You know what I mean? It's a nice home for people, or a home for them.
That's got to make you feel warm inside, though, huh?
Yeah.
You created a cool little family, kind of.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people make friends. We made a lot of relationships happen, and so
yeah. You take care of them.
Destroyed relationships too, like mine.
Like yours, a few.
Change the subject.
Yes. It's good, but you take care of the guys, right? Or your actors?
Yeah.
Afterwards, right? You do an end of the year party and
yeah,
do some kind of show or something.
Yeah. That's what the when we had the EC show for Bile.
It was the end of the year party.
Yeah.
And you had the electric chair at the EC for months in there afterwards.
Yeah.
And that was a hit for a while. That was a hit for a while. I think it was like by the time we got it out, it was like May. I was like, dude, I kind of need this space. I think it was for St. Patrick's Day.
I remember that. Yeah,
St. Patrick's Day. I'm like, I like this electric chair in the bar, but I need the space.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Is that one being used at Cayo right now, or?
I think so. Yeah, I forgot. I had a couple of them. So
yeah, Bandage is saying he would totally work there.
Who's that?
Dave, who's checking in right now on Facebook. He said
Nice.
he would totally work there. Do you have openings? Like if people are interested in maybe possibly
Yeah, just
being
write us online.
Okay.
And pretty much we mainly only accept friends of friends, so just to keep it in the family so to speak.
Right.
So
right, and after 16 years, you're able to do that, which is great.
Yeah. Like if someone can vouch for somebody else, like we don't usually like have people like off the street,
right?
Like just hey, I want to work. I mean, we do, but yeah, it's better if you have know somebody there already.
Do they have to go through like a hazing period, some kind of initiation?
Yeah,
cut off a pinky.
All right. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Suck somebody's blood or something like that. You can see that being in some kind of an initiation, like squeal, boy. Actually, have them go through the warehouse. Have them go through the whole thing and then like kind of cane them a little bit as they're going through, like hit them.
Yep. Nah.
Have you had a band in there lately?
No. The last one was Tribal Law.
Was it?
Yeah. Were you there?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
That was a great time.
That was an excellent time.
Yeah.
And rumor has it the Tribal Law Boys might be doing something too. I know they just got out of the studio. They were in the studio over the summer, I think.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they have a lot of talent. They need to get their ass in gear.
They really do, man.
I always believed in those guys, so
yeah.
And I always tried to support them as much as I could.
Great band.
So,
great band. They did
great guys too.
Absolutely. They did some big things for a while too. They were up there. They were pretty popular for a while, and then kind of went on a long hiatus. And hopefully they'll be back.
Yeah.
But I do know they recorded an album this summer at Big Blue North. So
good.
Hopefully that will be out pretty soon. We'll have to get that. Maybe they could do a CD release party.
I would love to have another Bio Tribal Law show again. So
yeah, man,
that'd be so great.
That was insane.
Yeah,
insane. Going back to that story, the fire alarms were going off so much. I thought it was going to the music at first.
The electric company. Yeah,
and it sounded like it was part of the music.
Yeah.
It just kept going, and going, and going, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, wait, that's really the fire alarms. And it wouldn't stop.
The windows were shaking down the street.
It wouldn't stop. I think that was the loudest night in EC history. It was great, though. Pretty epic.
Yeah. One thing I do regret, though, is when we, I did another show with Bile, and we played at F and McGill's.
Oh, yeah.
I wish it was at the EC for the last night.
Oh, was I closed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you were closing like the next night, and you were like, yeah, you should just have Bile come in for the last night at EC, and I forgot when did it Friday the 13th because it would have been Saturday the 14th at the EC.
Yeah, it was.
But that would have been cool, like the last night of EC,
You're
having
right.
Bile come in, KO show.
Is Bile pretty? Are they active still, or?
They're kind of. I think they're doing one of their first shows again in New York City. So
okay.
Yeah.
They just kind of stick to to NYC.
Yeah.
Stick to that area.
Yeah.
That's all their home.
And but I know Dave from Bile, so that's how they got him to come up, play a couple times. So they love to come up here, so treat them well.
Yeah. We got to find them a venue. There's no venues right now.
I know,
That's
right?
the only thing that sucks.
Yeah.
There's not a venue that would hold Bile.
Yeah.
You're not going to do that at, like, say, Lucan's. It's too small over there. You need it wide open. It needs to be a good rock club.
Yeah.
That's what Utica's lacking right now, a good rock club. Who knows? Maybe somebody will do it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just maybe. But I'd like to see Bile back.
Only
there.
could like see someone that has experience owning a club, has ran a club for 10 years back in the day. Do you know anybody like that?
I might know 2 or 3 guys like that, but it's what we're lacking around here, though. We need a good and a real stage. There's not really a real stage. Summertime, yes, there's a real stage in the summertime. The Harp's got a real stage, of course, Saranac, and there's real stages in the summertime. But indoor real stages, there's none.
Yeah,
they're just small little platforms.
Yeah,
That's why we did that party this past weekend at Trip Fest. We did it at the Jewish Community Center because it's a real auditorium. It's a real stage, and it looks great in there. It kind of feels like you're partying in your high school. It's like a rock and roll high school. Maybe we can put Bile in there.
Yeah, I know, right?
That'd be weird. That'd be fun, though. Who knows? Who knows if we make that happen? But, yeah, we got to make Bile happen again in Utica.
Yeah. Yep.
Great time.
Yeah, with all the same guys.
Yeah. Yeah, with all the same guys. So Cayo Industrial, it's open. It's ready to go, people. You guys got to get down there and enjoy this horror attraction because there's nothing like it. Do you know of another horror attraction that's anywhere even in the same league as yours?
I mean, not in the same state.
Right.
Yeah.
You think of one like maybe in LA or something like that?
Yeah. There's a couple. Yeah. There's like big attractions everywhere in the U.S. and a lot of people do a great job. So
yeah.
I don't know if I wouldn't say they're along the same lines as Cayo, but that everybody's their own thing. So yeah, there's a lot of places that do good jobs and put a lot of work into their stuff.
So you go visit, do a little job research?
Not really.
No.
I mean, I've been to a bunch like on the off season, but during October I can't do anything but Cayo.
Right.
Because it involves a lot of work, and I put all my focus into it. So.
Some of those major markets, are they open 365 days a year or 12 months out of the year? No, they just kind of, it's a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's some in Niagara Falls, but they're like super hokey.
They're cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a tourist trap.
Yeah.
That's all. It's not like nowhere near what you do. That's
right.
Freddie and Jason chasing after you.
Yeah.
Like we want this right here, what you got going on.
Yeah.
So you got biotech too. That's the other thing, and they still shooting guns at you and stuff like that. There's like the whole war atmosphere going on at biotech. Or is that Revelation?
BioWar.
Oh, BioWar.
Yeah. BioWar is the more realities of horror or realities of war kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then biotech is the.
I got thinking about the meat industry. Like, just everywhere has meat. Like little vendors on the street, supermarkets, everywhere there's meat. And I got thinking about the meat industry, and I changed that around to animals processing humans instead of humans processing animals, and kind of a Lord of the Flies kind of thing inside the first half of biotech attraction of having the people being trapped in an environment so long they just become animalistic. They lose their reasoning and
they start eating each other.
Yeah, just act like savages kind of thing, which would probably really happen if you think
100%.
about it. So
we're naturally we're scavengers.
Yeah,
if you think about it, especially if the water supply gets cut off or the food supply gets cut off, it's going to revert to cannibalism.
Yeah, because we can all assume like, oh, if this happened, but we just we assume what we would do. But I think under the circumstances, like say if they stopped producing food, people would be savages all over the place.
100%.
Just like when there's like floodings and like catastrophes happen in certain places, just people they lose their minds. It's like kind of riot crowd mentality.
Yeah.
So
putting these attractions together, does it make you a doomsday prepper? Have you thought about it though?
Like a revelation, that's kind of more that kind of concept is the revelation attraction is like why people think the world's going to end from different points of view. So like religious or pollution or human nature and stuff like that. We're focused more on pollution because I also got thinking of like all the trash. Like I was with my friend at what do I want to say? Wow, I sound like an idiot. A fast food place like Arby's or something. And I like looked at our plate. And we had a plate of trash, and I'm like, think about this times millions of people that eat every day fast food. We gotta throw it all away, and it's like, where does this stuff all go? You know what I mean? So that brings us to like this flyer, like the front of the flyer. That people can't really tell what it is, but a lot of the artwork, I don't want people to look at it and be like, oh, that's a clown, or oh, that's a this I want people to look at it and be like, what the fuck is this? People look at it and they're like, oh, it's it looks like a pile of trash, but then they look at it. My friend Steve, our main security guy, who's looking at it and he's like, oh my god, he finally got what it was on the front of this flyer. And what it is, it's a bird. It's with a bunch of trash in its stomach from stuff that it picked up from the ocean, like on the beaches. and it died, and it started decaying with all this trash in its stomach. And I thought it was interesting, how we are today affects, animals and everything, climate,
Oh, look how polluted the ocean is.
Yeah.
And the lakes are
all the
polluted.
trash in the oceans and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, I try to be minimalistic now, so like not use plastic bags and, whatever I can do, lower the footprint.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. There's too much trash out there, and it all goes into the earth, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame. We're really killing this place left and right.
When you think about it, it's like since when we started actually like probably mass producing trash, like probably like, I don't know when, I'm just guessing like 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
We only have like a 50-year span of like when we started doing stuff, and we're like in such a crisis now. Like we trashed the earth in like 50-something years already. And you think about how many centuries we've grown,
I think it was happening a lot sooner than that.
Yeah.
Even if you think about the 1800s and the Industrial Revolution and, all the smoke and the coal going into the atmosphere as well and burning holes in the ozone layer. And, I mean, we have been putting a beating on our Mother Earth. That's for damn sure.
And it's crazy to think, like, we have to exist, forever. And, like within such a short time frame, we're trashing it left and right. So,
in the meantime, the polar caps are melting and the sea levels are getting higher, and it's a mess right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you got the good old Mr. President, dissolving the EPA. So he don't really care about the environment. So forget. But that's for a whole nother podcast. Don't get me started on that. Dave is saying it's been going on pretty much as long as humans have been gathering together in groups as far as garbage. True. But I think as the population boomed is what you're pretty much getting to about that. When the population boomed, that's trash is accumulated by the millions, and it keeps accumulating. And where does it all go?
But yeah, that's goes back to like what Cayo is about. We try to relate to things happening, and that's why Cayo separates itself from not a normal haunted house attraction,
right,
so to speak. So
you want people to walk out of there and think.
Yeah, exactly.
Think, and then maybe even possibly influence them to be a change or to make a change, or
right.
You vote, right? Do you vote every year?
Yeah.
Do you? Good.
Yeah.
It's coming up pretty soon too.
Yeah.
And it's important to vote, and this year's midterms are pretty important too.
Yeah.
With this midterm election going on, but that's for a whole other podcast too. I try not to get political.
Yeah.
But when you get talking about the environment,
that
hits home, and trying to keep this place clean for future generations and stuff. And we're not taking care of this place at all. We're making it worse because everybody's so infatuated with the big money dollar. Everybody's infatuated with money. They don't care about the earth. All they care about is money, 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 money.
Yeah.
And it sucks. And when you got leaders that are preaching that too and dissolving EPAs, and come on. Let's bring back asbestos. Such a great idea, right? Let's bring back asbestos, making coal great again. But instead of evolving into like solar and wind and turbines and stuff like that, let's go back to coal.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, you got me going. You got me going, buddy. No, Cayo Industrial. You people really need to check this out because it is something like no other. You could do pretty much all 4 attractions, right? For how much can you do all 4 attractions for?
Yeah. So like one attraction's $12. So we have 4, whatever the math is on that. Or you can just do all of them for $30.
$30.
The multi-pass is the best deal.
Right.
Hands down.
And that's a full night. That's a great night.
Yeah,
like guys, if you want to take a girl out on a date, like take her to Cayo, providing she's into horror realms and stuff like that. Perfect first date.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it was last year. I want to say either last year or the year before. We actually had this guy proposed to his girlfriend there.
Really?
And I was like, "Why do you want to do it at Cayo?" And he's like, "Well, we had our first date at Cayo." He's like 2 or 3 years ago, and he's like, I want to surprise her, so we didn't tell her. So they went. They were the last group of the night. They went through the attraction. We stopped them in the church scene in Revelation. We had all the actors bombard him, like surround him, and act all creepy and stuff like that. And then he got down, showed her the ring, and you can. I think there's a video of it online. You can see it. So,
that's
crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's so cool though.
Yeah, it's crazy that the other effects of doing KO, that how it affects everything else. It makes relationships, and people have like getting engaged, stuff like that. So
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Did he call you ahead of time? Is this something you?
Yeah, he got ahold of me ahead of time. Yep.
Was it his idea or?
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you mind if I, in the middle of it, can we work something out? I'm like, yeah, totally. I love doing stuff like that for people.
Yeah. The element of surprise.
And we did that in the quarantine cage. This guy wanted to surprise his girlfriend, and it's the same kind of thing. So when they were trapped in the quarantine cage, all the actors went around the cage, and I brought him the cake, and everybody started singing "Happy Birthday."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you dressed up as?
I wasn't dressed up.
Oh, you weren't?
No.
Just normal Josh?
Yeah. Scary enough.
My
My cartoon outfit, I wear KO shirts every single day.
Yeah. KO Industrial will. There's a slight chance you could get laid if you go to KO Industrial if you bring a girl there for your first date. Slight chance. You should run with that moniker.
Yeah. I'll put that on the flyer next year.
There you go. There's you might get laid. Josh, I'm glad you came in, man. It's good to hang out with you and catch up with you. Of course, you can follow him on all the social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as well. Like their page on Facebook. And you can check them out online, koindustrial.com. You got to check this out, people. If you haven't had a chance to check out KO, it's a must-see.
Yeah, it's a CAYO industrial.com too.
CAYO.
Yeah.
Dave's also saying reality is a great basis for horror.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
That's where we stand.
Do you get inspirations every day? Are you inspired every day by like maybe even reading like the news cycle or whatever?
Yeah, it just all comes to me through whatever.
Yeah.
So
you do your best.
I don't even know where it comes from. It's weird. It's like just watching TV in your head. You know what I mean?
And then you get these ideas.
Yeah, it just sees it.
Man,
I make even the sounds of KO, like the soundtracks and stuff. I make most of the soundtracks that are in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when I was making the Revelation event too, the sound for that was pretty crazy. Just recording it, you hear stuff in the mic, and yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Do you have like a studio you work out of, or?
No, I just have my house. I do everything pretty much in my house.
At your house?
Yeah.
Through a computer and stuff?
Yeah. I'm a hermit all year, either at KO locked in a dirty warehouse or at home sitting on the computer.
Screaming into a microphone.
Yeah, and everybody thinks I'm out, this big crazy life. Nope.
Do you have any plans on doing movies anytime soon? Or?
Yeah. Necropath right now, it's going to be shown at Scaricon again, so if anybody missed it, it's going to be at Scaricon coming up at the end of the month. And we're trying to get investors for that right now, so... to get it reproduced into a higher budget film. So that's the plan.
If anybody interested in investing, get a hold of you through KO.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There's a link on there too, so you can see the trailer and everything like that. So
on your website.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent, man.
But,
excellent. I think you'll find it. I'm serious. I think you'll find somebody out there that would be totally interested in backing you. Because you do have that great mind, Josh. You do. I mean, what you put out there is like none other, man. Like, there's something going on in that brain of yours, brother, and it's part creepy, right? It's part sadistic, it's part fucking cool, and it's part gory.
Yeah,
that's what's going on in your head. Kind of like the Utica version of Rob Zombie in a way,
without the pink beard.
And the dreads. Did you ever play music at all?
Never. It's the only thing I can't do. I look at music.
Have you tried?
No.
Yeah? Never picked up a guitar and strummed it or anything? No. Huh, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you had that kind of creative outlet too.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
What's your other creative outlet? You got to have another one.
I design all the flyers. What else? I just build all the sets. I do pretty much everything 100%, for KO, except the tech stuff.
It's all you.
Yeah.
It's social media, all that.
Yeah.
Is that all you as well?
You have to deal with codes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Codes and fire department and...
Yeah. But yeah, KO too.
Landlords and everything else that goes on over there, huh?
Yeah. Being at KO, it's like great with all the team we got, that makes it all happen. You know what I mean?
It sounds like it, man. Like you have 15 people in each attraction, so you've got up to almost like 90 people
Yeah.
Working
I mean, I do what I do creatively, but without the help to get it to the next level, that's what matters.
Yeah.
And it's great, like walking around and seeing like people that work at Cayo, and you could tell they appreciate being there because they're going above and beyond. And we had a couple actors like trying to handle a couple scenes by themselves, and at the end of the night, they seem happy at the end, and it's just great to see that kind of dedication from them. So
That's cool. It's got to make you feel good too.
yeah.
And it's important to take care of your people as well.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely is. Check it out, people. 811 Broad Street. He's open pretty much every weekend. This weekend, you're there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sundays too? You open Sunday?
It's we're open Friday through Sunday.
Friday through Sunday.
Yep.
Friday through Sunday. And then come November, he's going to be doing the escape room too. So
Yeah.
put that on your radar, people, and go check it out. Cayo Industrial, Josh doing it at a high level. I'm telling you, there's nobody within a 500-mile radius doing what this man is doing. That's for damn sure. That's true. Even down in New York City, I don't think there is. There?
Right. Yeah, we get a lot of hits from New York City.
Do you?
Yeah.
But is there like a horror realm in New York City?
Probably.
There's got to be.
Yeah, there's some of those torture events that like lock people up, and
But they're just events.
Yeah.
Like, you're an attraction.
yeah. I think those are kind of hokey. Like they torture people. I was like, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just bring someone in a warehouse and you pay money for that, sign waivers. I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid.
Beat them up a little bit. Tori's saying she'll see you this weekend.
Tori, nice.
Tori and Red are coming to see you this weekend,
no.
so look out. Hide the vodka.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, babe. I love you. Anyhow, go check out Cayo Industrial, cayoindustrial.com for more information. Josh, thanks so much for coming in.
Awesome.
Man. This
Great
has
seeing
been
you.
really cool. Great seeing you too, man. Before we get out of here, I got to give love and respect out to my sponsors. I have sponsors. People that believe in me, brother. In fact, if you go into the showroom at 5865 Taberg Road in Rome and go into Nye Volkswagen in Rome, and you mention the D just before you're ready to make this purchase, you'll receive $250 off the purchase. How about that?
Nice.
Hooking you up. $250 off any purchase if you go into Nye V-Dub of Rome. And tell them you know the D, tell them you know me, and tell them you know everybody else around the D, the bass line, the D line, and all the other lines that happen here on the D. You can check them out at NyeVolkswagenofRome.com. Check out their inventory. As a matter of fact, I am going to be there on Wednesday. And what's he saying? I don't know. I'm going to be there on Wednesday doing a live feed from Nye Volkswagen. Me and Pledge are going to drive out there, maybe test drive a couple cars and stuff like that. So that's going to happen on Wednesday. Also on Wednesday, after I'm done with that, we're going to be doing a guest bartending thing at my old stomping grounds, Wakely, 700 Varick Street, the old EC. We're going to be down there doing guest bartending for Real Men Wear Pink. So we're going to try to raise some money for breast cancer, making strides against breast cancer. That's all going down. Big day on Wednesday. Big day on Wednesday. Looking forward to doing that. Also, EJA Moving Company. Love and respect out to my boy Eddie Alsheimer, the professional movers, competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, complete packing and unpacking service. They make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Hit them up today, 315-335-0516, or hit them up online, ejamoving.com. See, when you're ready to move out of Cayo and move to another facility, because we eventually you're going to move into a 60,000 square foot building, eventually.
Yep.
When that happens, call up EJA.
That's crazy.
And
I
have
think
that
I
move for you.
actually did have to hire them at one point.
Did you?
To help me move to Rochester when I did Rochester. I think it was them.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding. They didn't break anything on you?
No. I don't think you can break anything at Cayo.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
They're the professional movers.
Yeah,
when it comes time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. So when it's time to move, have those guys do it. They'll take care of you. Just tell them we sent you.
Yeah. Just make sure when you're test driving those cars too, you don't bring any ECs with you.
Right? They'll throw me right out, actually. They'll throw me right out. But tomorrow's show, I got Ryan Parr coming up. He's going to be here. Also this week, Leon Etienne, illusionist Leon Etienne, will be on the show. And we've got Beside the Sun. We got a lot of great stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm booked solid with guests. So I want to remind everybody that can listen to this podcast and previous podcasts of VC Radio and all the content we have here on the D at disruptionnetwork.net. Like, follow, subscribe, tweet, retweet, all that stuff. we're all over social media is pretty much what I'm trying to tell you right now. So that's where you can find us. And so I will be back tomorrow with Ryan Parr. Josh, thanks again one more time, man, for coming out. This is fun to see you and hang out, and you got me drinking, so let's go drink some more.
Car bombs next time.
You damn right, brother. We'll see you soon.
Thanks.
You're listening to EC Radio on the Disruption Network.
They brought their fucking toys with them. I'd rather have them playing with their toys than playing with themselves.
They're too dumb to play with themselves.
Disruption Networks.
Never you mind what I'm making. You should spend some time taking a personal inventory of what you're doing for the betterment of society.
EC Radio.
Only on the D.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
The Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley was born when 3 top producing agents with over 25 years of combined experience selling real estate joined forces to take real estate to the next level. We practice with honesty, integrity, and the knowledge to help make the buying and selling process easy and stress-free for all of our clients. We pledge to always make our clients our top priority from start to finish and even after the house is closed. We will always be a valued resource for information and assistance for our buyers and sellers. Our customers over the years have become not only past clients, but great friends. As we join hands together as the Property Sisters of the Mohawk Valley, we look forward to serving our clients and our community and making a positive difference. You can reach us at 315-601-9630 for all of your real estate needs.